Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna have to turn off the voice command setting on the GoPro because it keeps stopping. Oh yeah, it keeps I can't say the words. It keeps turning off, I'll say. I do not want it to turn off. So I'm gonna turn off that voice command. Works good though. Too good. I'm like, why is the GoPro beeping again? It's because I said the wrong words. I said the words and it thinks I want it to turn off. And I don't. Okay. Let's see if I can go backwards right now. So I'm using a mirror right now, a small mirror, to go backwards. It doesn't work that great. I really need to see a wide angle of view. Where I can see behind me really well. Oops, lost my balance. I'm trying to like adjust the camera, the rearview mirror. I'm getting the PID Zoom, PID-ZOOM. Mirrors are arriving any day, and I ordered 2 of those. And those are the wide angle ones. They have a wide lens on them. I always get mixed up if it's concave or convex. But yeah, the Wolfbox i17 could be great for allowing me to see very wide angle of view behind me in a very small area. Okay, let's see how I can do this. Because I actually fell backwards when I was learning to ride. So my second week into riding an electric unicycle, I learned how to ride backwards the same way I learned how to ride forwards. I just practiced holding onto a shopping cart. And I thought, well, if it works forwards, will it work backwards? And I tried it and it did. It just took time, allowing the muscles to get used to the feeling, the sensation, and not trying to think about it, you know, just allowing the muscles to get used to the feeling. That's what I was doing. But I did watch all the videos I could find on YouTube. But also when I fell backwards, learning how to ride backwards, I went like 3 football fields backwards, and then at the end of the driveway there was a rocky area and there was a sharp rock. I fell backwards on it, and even though I had tailbone protection, I had put the thinner one in, not thinking I needed a real thick hard one, even though I had it. Well, you know, I put that in after I fell. My tailbone hurt for months, and it hurt bad. I would never want someone to go through the pain of harming their tailbone. And so I highly recommend using the strongest armor that you can for motorcycles for tailbone protection, hip protection, and tailbone protection, hip protection, just all the way around, you know, all the way around the waist. I was considering using hockey pads that are really, really big when I was learning, and that could be done. That's available on Amazon, or just, you know, find your favorite place to shop for those, for that kind of gear. I'm interested in getting some motorcycle pants that are armored all the way around, including tailbone. So I'm kind of looking for gear that matches, and I'm really frustrated that I think it's called the Scorpion EXO 960 adventure helmet. I'm really frustrated that that helmet doesn't have the option of coming in a Snell safety rating, SNELL. a friend of mine that's much older than me, been racing motorcycles their whole life. High speed racing. Very, very high speed. Oh, there's a nail right there. Let me get that moved. This won't make any sense, but I've noticed that when I see a nail, if I pick it up, I don't get flat tires. Okay, what just happened? Okay, the Instant 360 just did something, but I don't know what. So I was saying, if I see a nail or something that could pop a tire on the ground and I pick it up, I don't get flat tires. If I don't pick up a nail after I see it, there have been many occasions where I'll get a flat tire within a day or two. Does that make any sense? I don't know if people keep track of that. Here it is. See that? I'm just gonna kick it out of the way. Now we could say, oh, that's impossible, that doesn't make any sense, but I've just noticed it myself, and it could be a coincidence. But it's nice to know that someone else won't get a flat tire from that. And flat tires tend to happen on two-wheeled vehicles. I mean, where you have one wheel in front of the other, whether that be a car or a bicycle or a motorcycle. And what happens is the front wheel will kick up the nail and the back wheel will get punctured. And that's why people mostly get rear flat tires on bicycles and motorcycles. I didn't want to pick up that nail with my gloves because I rub my eyes with my gloves. I clean my gloves after every ride because I touch my eyes if my eye itches or something or gets irritated. I could rub my eye, and I don't want to get like an infection or something in my eye. So I keep my gloves clean. Looks like everything's recording right now. Everything's going well. Hopefully I'll get better at loading these videos. So I guess right now I'm just warming up. I'm a little concerned that someone might come flying around this corner real fast, even though I've never seen that happen. I know it could happen. One of the things I like to do is figure eights, the infinity symbol. So I'm going to turn left and then turn right. And turn left. So Dan the Fireman, who I highly recommend his YouTube channel and the content that he teaches. And he was just saying today, what happens if he's not here? Who's going to continue that work? And he hopes that everyone will spread the word and share that knowledge that he shares. He looks at motorcycle accidents and talks about how the accident could have been avoided. And one of the things he talks about is positioning yourself for safety. So being in a position at all times that can change from second to second, or from fraction of a second to fraction of a second, but always being in a position for safety, whether that be riding with other riders, or just riding with traffic, with vehicles. I am surprised to see so many cars here late at night right now, because I know the store's closed unless they're open unusually late hours, or maybe they're remodeling, or maybe they're restocking. Well, I'm sure they're restocking. That's what stores do at night. And sometimes in the daytime too. It's amazing how YouTube has single-handedly, if I say it that way, changed the world. You have all these videos, like billions, right? I think it's billions of videos that are teaching everyone how to do what they want to do. It's amazing. It's really great. And even though I had a lot of advice from people that are professional racers on how to learn to ride an electric unicycle, I also watched a lot of YouTube videos and learned all I could about what people were sharing. And I did all the exercises. I like to combine research and just do everything, right? So it's like researching, collecting data, applying that, and practicing. Right? What is that? Applied research? Applied. Not just collecting information for no reason, not to do anything with it, or just for self-gratification, but rather collecting research, collecting information for the purpose of just improving, right? Improve oneself. Improve the skills. Which, to me, is improving safety. Because electric unicycles, like many things in life, can be dangerous, but if you practice, right? If I practice a lot, I feel like that can minimize or reduce the chance or the risk of a serious injury. It doesn't mean I won't get injured, but if anything I can do to help reduce injury, right, and maximize safety is definitely interesting to me. I was riding on the bike path, the Fullerton Loop bike path, or trail. It's a trail. It's shared by many people: bicycles, mountain bikes, hikers. And someone said, "How do you balance on that? How do you ride that?" And they were just like, it seemed like they were amazed. Okay, we can start our ride now. So I have an extra battery for the Insta360, but I also have a power supply that's keeping the GoPro running. But I can use that power supply also to power the 360 if needed. So I've ridden 4.5 miles, 4.4 miles so far. the 360 is going to pick up my voice when I'm moving fast, but we'll find out. And what I'd like to do, I think, if needed, is get a mic that can just go inside the helmet. And there's people walking right there, so I'm going to go on the street. That can go in the helmet and just make the sound really clear. Hopefully. So right now, if you look at my legs, I'm pushing my right. I'm not sure this is the professional way to do this, but it's just what I do. I push my right calf, like my right leg, into the back of the right pad. That's behind my leg. I push back, and then with my left leg, I push forward. I push into the pad, the front of the pad, with my left leg. And that's how I turn, and then I lean my body the direction I want to turn. So it's a combination of all these things at once. And what I noticed was when I wasn't riding for like a month, and then I got back on the electric unicycle, it's I think I thought I was supposed to just lean the wheel. For example, I'm going to show you. I can just push down on the wheel with my foot, right? Like this. Right now I'm just pushing down, push left, push right. Push left, push right, right? And I thought like, oh, well, I'm gonna turn right, so I'm just gonna push the foot down. And I fell over. I was at low speed. I was only going like 2 miles an hour, but I just lost my balance, I think. I felt like I forgot how to ride. And it was really confusing to me because I had spent so much time practicing on the V10F. So when I got onto the links, I was so confused. I thought, wow, it feels like I have to learn how to ride again. And I have to learn how to ride again, not just because I hadn't ridden in over a month, but also because the links is heavier. But really, I don't think it's that much heavier than the V10F. How much does the V10F weigh? Right? I don't remember what the V10F